Hello and welcome everybody to Foundations Draft number 2. I am Paul Cheon and we just got off of a nice, clean 7-0 run with a very cool Dimir control deck featuring 2 copies of Mischievous, I still don't know all the words, Mischievous Mystic. That card was absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping that Control or Blue actually ends up being pretty solid here. Blue-Black just hasn't done that well recently, and I really hope that that can be something that we can accomplish in this format. So excited to hop into another Foundations draft. But before I do, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up that Foundations booster box or a couple of singles here and there to round out your deck, make sure you check them out and click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Additionally, they're going to be at SCGCon this weekend, so make sure you, if you're going to go, make sure you swing by and say hi, and they will give you a 10% discount on the spot. All right, let's hop in. I don't even know what the best rare in the set is. At some point, we'll figure it out. When it does, I will make sure that I say that at the beginning of every draft. Okay, something sweet, something cool. I don't want to first pick a common. That's all I know. Something sweet, something cool? Okay. This is something sweet and something cool, but it is a wildly unplayable card in limited Magic. Omniscience is not something that I'm going to take, but let's move on to double stab here for common. I do like Tolarian Terror. Johnny's Primate's cool if you're doing the life gain thing. I don't actually know what the color combination is for the life gain stuff. Dragon Trainer is a 5-mana 1/1. ETBs make a 4/4. What the? What? 5 mana for a 1/1 that makes a 4/4 dragon token with flying when it enters a battlefield? That seems great! Wardens of the Cycle, 1 black, green, 3/4, Morbid. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died, you draw a card and you lose 1 life, or you gain 2 life. I feel like I'm going to take the Dragon Trainer. I was considering a Johnny's Primate, and obviously this is very good in a deck that can gain a good amount of life. Micromancer is cool. There's a couple of decent cheap cards to get. Getting Stab is obviously very nice, along with Burst Lightning. So I actually think Micromancer could be a pretty good pick, but I'm going to take the Dragon Trainer. I mean, 5 mana for 2 bodies, one of which is a 4/4 flyer, seems incredible. Man, I remember back in the day when this card was an absolute slam dunk first pick bomb. I don't think we live in that world anymore. It is triple green. It's hard to cast. I have a double red card. Red-green could be a pretty decent color combination. Grappling Kraken is okay. It costs 6 mana, so it's a lot. But at common, Fleeting Flight, I actually want to say is a very good combat trick. Very, very good combat trick. Basically, 1 mana, give your creature indestructible, +1/+1, and flying. That's fantastic. Banishing Light, also very, very good here. But I'm going to take the High Fate Trickster. It's a rare, it's cool, it's flashy. Literally flashy. And it just makes it impossible for your opponent to play against this card. And maybe we can end up with some kind of blue-red spells deck. We shall see. But I do want to play with this card a little more. We had it in the last draft, but we didn't draw it enough. Involuntary Employment. This just steals a thing. I don't think blue-red cares about that so much. Goblin Negotiation is a really inefficient trick or removal, so I'm not that interested in that. I'm looking at Icewind Elemental and Spectral Sailor, and given that I have a 4 and a 5-drop already, I do like Icewind Elemental. I just don't think it's a priority to take another 5-drop this early. So why don't we just take a Spectral Sailor in case we end up with kind of the draw 2 card strategy that we had like in the previous draft with the Mischievous Fairy card. This card better be good. Dreadwing Scavenger, 3 mana for a 2/2 flyer. When this enters or attacks, loot. Threshold, this creature gets +1/+1 and has Death Touch. So 3 mana 2/2 flyer looter? And then with Threshold, it's a 3/3 with Death Touch? Okay, yeah, I'm going to take that card. That card seems awesome. Do like that card. Noting that's another Johnny's Primate. Felidar Savior is a common. ETBs put a +1/+1 kind of... Oh, it's a Lagak! I bet Andrew Brown designed this card. 4 mana 2/3 Lagak. Okay, that's good if you're looking to go wide, like a green-white beatdown deck or a red-white beatdown deck. Felidar Savior, I imagine, is quite nice, but let's take the Scavenger here over some of these other middling blue and black cards. If we don't see red cards, I mean, we certainly don't have to be blue-red. We could be blue-black control. I do like being blue for what it's worth for the time being. Noting another Felidar Savior. This card seems pretty good if you can curve out. Fleeting Flight is also a good combat trick, but this does feel like the type of deck where Brindeboard Cutthroat can be pretty good. I have a Spectral Sailor and a High Fate Trickster already. With this in play, it just everything grows the Brindeboard Cutthroat. Solid 2-mana card, and nothing else that really stands out to me. So yeah, why don't we just keep taking blue cards and figure out what our second color is later. Bulk Up. Double target creature's power until end of turn. This doesn't seem very good in blue-red. It's got a flashback. It's a spell. I don't really like Exsanguinate. I'm not a big fan of Mocking Sprite. It's just, the body is just too inconsequential. I'm going to take Burglar Rat. I think it's better than Axguard Cavalry. This is just a nice value creature. It blocks. Blue-black will also have a smattering of sacrifice cards. So Burglar Rat is just excellent at all of those things. So let's go ahead and take that. Certainly doesn't feel like we're seeing a ton of red here. But there's a Swiftwater Cliffs. There's a Cyclops. When you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +3/+0. Doesn't seem very good. There's an Incinerating Blast, which is a removal spell. 6 damage to a creature, and then you get to Rummage. And then there's Crypt Feaster, which doesn't seem very strong to me. 4 mana for a 3/4 menace. When I have Threshold, it becomes a 5/4. It's just not the type of card that I care too much about. So I don't think I'm even going to take it here. And I don't care about the Elementalist Adept. It does have Flash, though. But it's a 2/1. I guess I'll take the Flash creature. I don't think this card's very good. But I do have a Brindborn Cutthroat. If somehow the blue-black... If there's enough cards that care about casting things at instant speed, maybe this can be good. But I actually don't have any spells right now. Campus Guide I don't love. Goblin Warders is good in an aggressive deck. There's a Hungry Ghoul, which I think I'm just going to take here as just another curve filler level card. If we do pick up enough things to sacrifice, this card can, of course, go up in value. Prideful Playmate is nice. 3 mana for 2/2, that makes a 1/1 body. Certainly good in the black-white archetype, where you can sacrifice the token for a little bit of value. Don't care about any of these cards, though. Man. Do I just take this because it's objectively the best card in the pack? I guess I will. Red definitely does not seem super open here. And that overrun tabled. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. There's also a Fleeting Flight, which is a pretty good trick. Is white open? Should I consider a world where I go blue-white? It's a pretty late pivot. But there's also Grappling Kraken, which can be good if I'm drafting more of a controlling deck. You know, I'm just going to take the Kraken just because I know for sure that I'm going to be blue here. And given that, I think this is a reasonable top-end finisher level card to play, to just kind of stabilize the board. Here, I don't really care about either of these cards, so I'll take a Bloodfell Caves on a speculative splash. Yeah, white, I guess, was open here. Black a little bit, but certainly not red. Giant Growth is good. Felidar, I mean, I'll take the Felidar Savior. If we, okay. I mean, if we keep getting white cards, maybe that's the direction that we go. I'm going to just remove the trainer. We open another trainer, but I don't want to get trapped. I just don't think it's very good here. Inspiration from Beyond. Mill 3 cards and return an instant or sorcery from a graveyard with flashback. Okay, it's very slow. This card's probably awesome. Archmage of Runes. 3 blue for a 3/6. Instants and sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm in. I mean, I like Bake from the Pie, but a 5 mana 3/6, really good body, and then makes all your things cheaper, and then they draw you a card? Yes, please. Sign me up. You know what's funny about this card? I thought it was a 1/1. I was asking Shuhei in the pre-release, I'm like, what do you think about this card? It's a 3 mana 1/1, but it's pretty slow, but it gives you a lot of value. Well, it's a 1/4. This card's obviously really solid in a green deck, but we are not green, so I'm not going to take it. I like Runesealed Wall. Heraldic Banner is more of an aggressively slanted card. Tolarian Terror is also interesting, but at the moment, I have literally 0 spells. So I think I'd rather take the 3 mana creature that blocks really, really well and helps me get Threshold and Surveils. It's exactly the type of card that you want in a control deck. So let's take the wall and see how it plays out. I'm going to hope that this card's also good. 2 mana for a 2/2 Zombie Warlock. You may cast target zombie creature card from your graveyard this turn. I don't have any zombies, so I don't think this card's very good. The thing is, I don't actually know how many zombies there are, which makes this difficult to analyze. There's a Burglar Rat, and there's also an Infernal Vessel. There's an Uncharted Voyage, which is a decent interactive spell, but I think Infernal Vessel is quite good. You're going to have a smattering of sacrifice effects, and this trades into a 4-3. It's a 3-mana 2-1 that trades into a 4-3, and it goes well with sacrifice stuff, so let's go ahead and take the Vessel here. Ho, 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 ho. That's a 4th pick Day of Judgment there, friends. We did say white felt open, but the thing is, a lot of the white cards are kind of aggressive. A lot of the white cards look aggressive to me. So I don't think I want Day of Judgment. You know, I think I'm just going to... Maybe I go back-to-back blue and black. I mean, that is... Day of Judgment is super strong. I'm just going to take the Dismal Backwater. I know you're already... Okay, before you go on to the comment section, just finish the draft, and let's just enjoy the rest of the draft here before you lambast me. Did I use that word right? Banner of Kinship. 5-mana, 5-mana artifact. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each. Okay. It's for like a synergy-based deck. I'll take this Burst Lightning. Maybe I'll need to splash it if I'm low on removal and I have the right fixing. There's Infestation Sage, which I really wanted in the last draft. This is not really a Vengeful Blood Witch deck. Lunar Insight is only really great if you have... I mean, I don't really think this card's good in general. And this is good in a pure sacrifice deck. But I think the Infestation Stage has enough going for it, where if we find enough things to sacrifice, this can be quite nice. Now we have the choice between Uncharted Voyage as an interactive spell versus the Ink Mage. Surveil 3. So you get Threshold pretty quickly. Do I want to do Turbo Threshold here? Honestly, this also gets me Threshold while being an interactive spell. And I'm really lacking in interaction, so I will take Uncharted Voyage. Kling Quant Sky Mage, Think Twice, and Dismal Backwater. Wow, what a pack. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I'm not drawing that many cards here. I don't think I want a 4-mana 1/1. I think I need a Think Twice here, or maybe a Dismal Backwater. I'll take a Think Twice. I just think like a blue-black control deck is totally fine, and Runaway Together can also be a totally fine card. Good with Burglar Rat and some of these 1/1s. And if I can find a way to get more spells into my deck, Tolarian Terror can also be a totally fine win condition here. So let's take that. And I will take the other Uncharted Voyage. So lots of bounce here, along with this Tolarian Terror. Don't really want to fake your own death in this type of deck, I don't think. And this is certainly a situation where our archetype is definitely contested, but we'll see how this goes. Here we have Arbiter of Woe. Couple things to sacrifice. What does this do? It's a 3-mana 1/1, landfall, double the counters. Okay. Obviously a great card in the green decks. I just need more cheap creatures to play. So I think I will just take Burglar Rat over Icewind Elemental. We have enough expensive things here at this point. So let's take the Burglar Rat here. And I definitely need an interaction removal, but let's see if this card's good. Drake Hatcher, 2-mana, 1/3 Vigilance Prowess. When this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many incubation counters on it. Remove 3 incubation counters from this creature, make a Drake. Oh, you put that many. I see. 2-mana, 1/3 Vigilance. You're just not making a Drake all that often with this card. I actually don't think this card's very good. Like, you play a spell and then you hit them. I'm going to take Hero's Downfall. Like, I need removal, right? I need removal. I need spells. I have the Terror. I think Hero's Downfall is exactly the type of card that I want for this deck. The only downside about Think Twice is the fact that it doesn't really help with the Tolarian Terror. But it works really well with Archmage of Runes, I will say. So with double Burglar Rat and Infestation Sage, you know what gets better? The Eaten Alive certainly gets better. Twin Blade Blessing, 3-mana flash, enchanted creature has double strike. Okay. I think we just take another Hero's Downfall here. There's a Think Twice. Hopefully we get that on the wheel. But let's take the Hero's Downfall here. Okay. We are settling into another blue-black control deck. I do need to expand my horizons here and try to draft some other stuff here, but I don't know. Blue-black control just feels really nice to draft. Perforating Artist, 3 mana, 3/2, Death Touch Raid. If you attack, each opponent loses 3 life. Okay. Really good beatdown card. Alicia, 3 mana, 2/2, First Strike. When this attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. If you attack, return target creature mana. Okay, that card's also good. And there's an overrun as well, which is good. I'm going to take the Refute. Need another Dismal Backwater, actually. Oh, there's an Eaten Alive. Very happy about that. You know, this feels like a common, honestly. Cephalid Ink Mage. Just doesn't look that impressive. Eaten Alive with double Burglar Rat plus Infestation, however, looks awesome. And we are increasing our spell count, which I really, really like. An Offer, you can't refuse. I don't want. 3 damage, target attacking or blocking creature, you gain a life. Okay. This doesn't feel like a Macabre Waltz deck. Do I want to play a Fleeting Distraction just to cycle? Oh, Brindeboard Cutthroat, by the way. Also really good with Think Twice. I'm going to just take Refute. I feel like this is a format where Refute is good. Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like counterspells are not bad in this format. Oh, another Brindeboard Cutthroat. Perfect with the Refutes and such. This pack. I have a Fake Your Own Death already. I guess I'll take a Feaster. I wonder how good this Runaway Together is. There's a Gutless Plunderer, which is fine. Just a Death Touch creature, so it blocks pretty well. And there's a Vampire Soul Caller. Like I said, I don't like the fact that this can't block. I'm just going to take the 3 mana card. I don't even know if I want to play it. But it looks like we're going to have to put some extra cards in this time. We don't actually have a gazillion playables. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We picked up 3 removal spells and a couple of bounce effects. Yeah, probably just need the Death Touch card here. Also, I might just play the... Fleeting Distraction. I'll probably play that too. With the double Cutthroat. Anything that comes into play at instant speed gets a lot better. Alright. Is this that good? I don't think it's as good as the last one, I will say. Let's just put it that way. Could use another Dismal Backwater here. So this is 39 cards, and I'm going to put the cards that could potentially come in. I don't think this is a Campus Guide or a Gleaming Barrier deck, and I don't think I'm interested in splashing the red here. Okay, let's take a look at what we have. I don't think this is a Combat Trick deck. We have 43 cards. We have Infernal Vessel, which I can use for the Eaten Alive. I wonder how good Hungry Ghoul is in this type of deck. Like, is it good enough to just have an Infestation Sage in your deck and some Burglar Rats? I don't know. It is just another 2 mana play, though. I think I want to play all of these spells. The more spells, the better for Archmage of Runes and the Brindborn Cutthroat, particularly the instant speed ones. I'm not sure. This is kind of borderline good, the Tolarian Terror, just because we're not super high on spells, but it is a difficult to kill creature. Like, I think at a lot of times it'll be a 5 mana 5/5 ward too. Perhaps that's good enough. You know what? This card's probably... I don't have enough good sacrifice things, so maybe I just cut that and this. I'll keep the Vessel just because I think this is just good by itself. The Eaten Alive still has a couple of Burglar Rats that I can use to sacrifice. And then there's a Runaway Together, which it's probably going to be barely good enough. I just don't have that many things to bounce. What else do I have? There's also an Elementalist Adept. I wonder if this is good enough. Man, I really wanted... We didn't get any of the 1 mana -2/-2 effects. You know what? I'm going to try this card just because I want another 2 mana card to play. So I'm just going to try that. And it works with the Brindborn Cutthroat. So I just want to kind of like make this a little bit better as well. It could be Runaway Together and Tolarian Terror. I wonder if there's a world where I want to consider playing the... What is it? The Combat Trick? Fake Your Own Death. I get a treasure out of the deal too. It's a spell that works really well with the Cutthroats and the Adepts and such. It's really good with Burglar Rat. All right, this is it. Final answer. I'm not super sure on the Adept and Fake Your Own Death, but I want to kind of play the flashy game with the Cutthroat, and I want to be able to save the... Well, actually, saving the Cutthroat's not even very good. I just realized. Anyways, let's hop in and see how this does. Now, before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord, which I do think is a great way to up your limited game. The Discord is very busy right now. Everybody trying to get better at Foundations Draft. Really loving this hand. Double Brindborn Cutthroat with Think Twice. These can really kind of get out of hand here. No real point playing out the burglar rat here. Looks like they have a removal spell. Okay. That's fine. Crackling Cyclops. All right, Cutthroat for myself. Let's see if they block. No blocks. Love to see it. I'm going to play this wall. Seems pretty good here. No blocks. Sure. My Cutthroats, they were like my only way to win. No, they have their own wall. How dare they? I'm going to pass. All right, nice little control matchup here. Let's see what they do. Tolarian Terror. Yep, well, I got a 5/5, 06, so that's nice. Let's put this wall on top. I definitely do need to play the Burglar Rat here. Wall seems pretty good to have in play, especially in this type of matchup. Not as good for me because I kind of want a bunch of land still anyways, but... like, I want that land, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, discard your last card, please. Just an island? What? I'm a little disappointed. Okay, they don't really have an attack. Alright, let's surveil. Now I don't really want lands. I will take that, though. And I'll keep Fleeting Distraction in my hand. Refute. Awesome. What does this do? Create 2 1/1 fairies. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. And they're targeting this? That is kind of annoying. I mean, that's like a fair amount of damage. Do I counter that? Yeah, it seems like a decent card to counter, honestly. A couple of fairies is also kind of annoying. We'll discard a Fleeting Distraction. We'll take 3. Let's surveil. Don't want lands. Don't want Burglar Rat either. Oh well. Wow, this 06 doing a good amount of work, I'm going to say. Why did they abrade this? Why didn't they attack first? Oh, what? It's an artifact! I mean, I am a dum-dum. I should have surveilled. Yeah, that's my bad. Whoops. Alright, well, now we have to kill the Tolarian Terror. Look at my opponent. They're on top of this format way more than I am, apparently. Holy cow. Yeah, I needed to surveil there. That was really bad. Can you stop drawing good spells every turn? That would be great. Oh, okay. See, at least they're upkeep surveilling. That's fine. It's gonna be another spell. I just know it. Another Tolarian Terror? That's unreasonable. Oh, I just realized, oh no, I just realized the play I could have made. Oh my gosh. I could have draw stepped Burglar Rat. Oh. Okay. All right. We're still learning. We're still learning. We're full controlling this. Let's hope it's a permanent. Don't do it. Don't play an instant. They played a flash creature? This is so disappointing. This is so incredibly disappointing. Oh my gosh. I feel terrible about everything that's happening right now. I mean, this is... Maybe I shouldn't have played the land either. Okay. Man, I played this game so poorly. This Tolarian Terror should not be in play. Obviously, it's kind of like they were drawing a random card, but I just look. It's draft number 2, still learning, right? So they're gonna probably cast like a Braid or something. Oh, Fabloom Trick, yeah. All right, great control deck from the opponent. They're out controlling us for sure. You can. This card's an instant? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is awful. I mean, they have like the true Tolarian Terror deck. Double a Braid with a Burst Lightning as well. Come on, man. Come on. Relax. Huh? Can you relax? All right. They got to do the thing. You know what I mean? This is just too much. I mean, like, I have to chump here. Yeah, this is just too much. I go down to 1. All right. Good beats, opponent. Good beats. This is what I get for drafting the same deck in back-to-back drafts. This is what I deserve this. I deserve this loss. To be fair, though, I did first pick that red uncommon. It was just cut off. Could have tried doing the overrun thing. I don't actually know how good overrun here is, though. All right, on the draw here, another blue opponent. We do have a turn 2 Burglar Rat. Seems like maybe control is good. I just see a lot of people playing islands. Time Stop? Come on. This card can't be good. Who knows? Maybe it is. I want an island. As much as I don't like... As much as I dislike having Dreadwing Scavenger in the yard, I also enjoy casting my spells. Okay, what abomination did you draft here? Literally nothing the first 3 turns of the... I'm probably going to lose because I wasn't able to punish them. Imagine if I just had like a Boros start. Wow, this card's not very good, isn't it? Oh, I guess they get to drain me. Okay. All right, well, I definitely feel much better given that I have this Refute in my hand. Let's see what they're going to choose to do here. Crypt Feaster is also not very good. Okay. Let's draw a card. Let's just cast this, draw a card. All right. You know what's really cool? High Fade Trickster into instant speed refute. Do like that interaction a fair amount. And if they use a removal spell on one of my creatures, I can High Fade Trickster Eaten Alive in response, which I think is really nice. They have to have at least an Eaten Alive here, right? Banner of Kinship? They're both zombies? Okay, so I feel like either I counter this, or I can bounce it, or I can High Fade Trickster and kill the Crypt Feaster in response. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. So this only comes in with one extra counter, which is fine. Okay. I mean, we have 2 big flyers to attack with, which is great. And then we have access to counter magic. We have 7 mana, so we can refute and Uncharted Voyage, which is fantastic. Okay. Skyship Buccaneer. Let's counter that. Discard the Plunderer. Play this. Woo! Woo! Some beat downs. Oh yeah, we added this in, by the way. A little too slow, I'm gonna say. A little too slow. Not that our deck is fast, but... Alright, 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Alright, sure, on the draw, could certainly use more lands here, but I do have Burglar Rat on the draw with a double black card and a double blue card. Remember the first draft, I was like, Dismal Backwater might be the MVP in this type of deck. Alright, let's just run out the Burglar Rat here. We do have the Downfall here, turn 3, which is nice. Although, I might just run out the Vessel here. Trades with the Heir Apparent. I wonder how many of these they have. And then, obviously, it gets bigger. Like, do they have a counterspell? I don't know. They could. That's fine. Would this be better as a 2-1 or a 1-2? Not entirely sure. 4 mana for a 3-4 flyer is pretty good. Just sizing-wise. Helpful Hunter, okay. It's a little bit awkward with this Think Twice and Hero's Downfall. I think I'm just gonna wait. I might actually just bounce the Angel Finality. It uses my mana a little bit better, and I still get the Surveil, and I really just want to land. So I think I'm just going to take 3 in the air and try to bounce this and see what they have. I can't. I got if it's a, even if it's a swamp, I got to keep. I can still go Think Twice plus Hero's Downfall, which is nice. Yep. Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate. I guess we have to just kill one of the tokens here and hope this works. It worked. Okay. So they drew the Angel, which they're almost certainly going to play. This card's really annoying against me because I care a little bit about my graveyard. I have this Tolarian Terror too. Alright, we took a fair amount of damage, because this card's no joke. The Feiboom trick, tapping down my stuff, is actually very relevant. Because the Infernal Vessel was meant to be a decent blocker here. Oh, Incinerating Blast, okay. Trickster down. I need to get this Terror in play as soon as possible. And so that's the interesting thing. But you know what? I'm going to play Thing twice. I could draw an island here. Okay, that's good. So what I actually want to do is play Burglar Rat and keep a Refute for the Angel of Finality. See what their last card that they're going to pitch is. They have two... Wait, is this the person that... No. Back-to-back opponents with Time Stop. That's funny. Always loot, as they say. Always loot. Oh wait, don't do that. That's really bad. Well, no, I can, I guess. But I don't see a world where there's going to be something better than me playing Tolarian Terror. Let's attack. I'm going to keep this in my hand because I have the looting flying thing. The 3-mana 2/2 looter. Sting twice. Hey! Speak of the devil. So now I'm not interested in attacking with the Vessel because they can play something at instant speed. But I will attack with the Terror. Okay. A Braid, maybe? And this gets bigger. Joust through. Okay, fair. Not much I can do about that. So now I can Gutless Plunderer and find something. I can Scavenger first, though. I think I'm gonna... Let's just loot first. And then just guarantee the good card draw. Okay, I guess... I'm not actually sure which way is better. Well, let's see what they have. The Scavenger is obviously a very strong threat here. And the Sailor also is just a card that has to be dealt with in this kind of more slowish controlling matchup. This card has Death Touch, so it's a pretty safe attack. And I don't mind just blocking with the Infernal Vessel, so... Mischievous Pup. Okay. Oh, I guess they're just going to use that to trade with the Plunderer, because they're certainly not picking up the Cutthroat. Another island would have been nice. So they're at 12, I'm at 10. I've got the 3/3 fly. Oh, there's the Homunculus Horde. That's a really interesting one. Play another flyer, draw a card. Attack with my flyers. Hero's Downfall, okay. Well, we'll see what happens with this Homunculus Horde. Okay, let's block. What you got? Oh, they get a Homunculus Horde token! Okay. Look, 4 mana to get a 2/2, and then... Here's the thing with Homunculus Horde. You need to trigger it twice for it to be good. The first time you trigger it, you've made a 4 mana 2/2 that makes a 2/2, right? That's a thing. So, there are going to be situations where it's going to be awesome, and you, like... If you clone it twice, then it's good, but if you don't... Like, if you can't just play that card turn 4. It's such a weak body, right? But I think the ceiling is very high, obviously. All right, on the play, 3 islands, couple of black cards, couple of blue cards. I'll keep it here, though. I have the wall, which will certainly help me find a black source here. Island. I love islands. Oh, I don't like drawing Heroic Downfall, though. Sorry, Hero's Downfall. What is this? Huh? That's actually the most annoying creature possible on this board. But, oh, they didn't attack me? Okay. They're playing Grixis Control, I guess. We're just gonna counter basically anything. Okay, let's surveil. Keep that. Just play it slow here. Play it slow. Just need to keep finding black sources. They went really deep, I'm just gonna say. My question is, like, for my deck, like, what is the card that helps me go over the top, right? Okay. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna do this just to... I think there's a higher chance I can save my wall by shrinking that. And take 1 extra point of damage there. And I feel like counterspells are very useful in this matchup, so I'm just doing it like that. Draw 3. Bake into a pie. All right, now we're good on lands. Sure. Consuming Aberration is definitely a good card in this type of matchup. All right, so they're just attacking to attack me. They don't have... They're like, don't have anything. Whatever. Okay, sure. It's a free attack. It's a free attack. Now I don't want land. Oh, no, we're gonna draw land anyways. Let's kill that. So I guess this is on the splash? But we both have some card filtering. You know what I mean? Gotta counter all the 2-for-1s. Gotta counter all the 2-for-1s. Just stop attacking with the emulator. Come on. You're wasting a click. At least when you're tapped out like this. Alright, surveil. We filtered through a bunch of lands. We're filtering through more lands here. That's another land. That's fine, I suppose. Kind of want to save this Hero's Downfall. Like, I know that Lookout is kind of annoying, but feels like I should be saving the Downfall for a bigger threat if possible. It's pecking away, though. I mean, it's more or less equivalent to this rune sealed wall. Gleaming barrier. Okay. Surveil. I'll keep that. I won't play this last land because I have the looter. Man, this lookout is actually really annoying. What the heck? Aegis Turtle? I'm actually really curious what they're going to do if I do this. Okay. It would be really funny if they put it on top. They did put it on top! I don't want a burglar rat, I don't think. How many ways do I have to win the game? Wow, they actually put it on top. That's kind of insane to me. I'm gonna deck myself, I feel like. I feel like they have like a lot of counters and answers to things, but we'll see. Now we're gonna hit like 3 spells or something. Okay. Sure. Okay, Scavenger. Spectral Sailor is not bad at all. I mean, I'm happy to 2-for-1 if they want to attack with the Lookout and trade with the Immolator. I think there's a really good shot they just have a removal spell here, though. Yep. I don't think they have a land. Okay. Because this can kill creatures, right? Yeah. Interesting here. Yeah. We went for the greedy line, and it paid off. They have 3 cards in hand. All right. It's just rough because you know they have 3 spells. But, yep. They didn't stab my Spectral Sailor. So they just have all removal? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I don't think I can actually afford to surveil anything to the graveyard anyways. If I draw a land here... Okay, I didn't draw a land. I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna wait. Let's get ahead. Let's get a... like, this matchup is the type of matchup where every card matters. But I might legitimately deck myself. The thing is, I'm just keeping anything on top, but I'll just play around here. All right. Okay. I mean, they basically drafted a very similar deck. And, okay. Again, this is far too late to draw this card. I'm going to just deck myself. Basically, the way that I win this is I somehow get my opponent to draw more cards than me. I don't think that's very likely, though. They're digging, though. They are digging. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, we have one land left in our deck. All the Aegis Turtles. Yeah, I think I'm going to deck myself, sadly. Three, 5 lands in graveyard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do they still have stuff? They already cast 2 stabs. We'll see. Wow. Oh, Eaten Alive. Yeah, you know what? I think Micromancer is actually absurd in some kind of a Grixis shell. In blue-black, the fact that you can get Eaten Alive or Stab is insane. So I think Micromancer is a really good card, actually. And then you can, in a pinch, you can get the -1, -0 draw a card as well. I assume they're going to sack the Gleaming Barrier or something. And I think I want to put it on top because it's one of my few ways to win. And now I just can't play any more spells? Is that how this works? I don't know. Are you kidding me? This is not playable. I guess you have Micromancer. Oh my gosh. Wow. They got me with an offer you can't refuse. Well, that happened. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 plus 5 is 11. I have 3 cards left. They took it? We have 1 land left in our deck. I wonder if I'm supposed to surveil it. Here's the thing. Gosh, I'm so close to dying, but I do kind of want to find this land to try to force through damage. Because I do have a decent squad here. Especially if they can't kill my Kraken. Like, if I can find a land to stun something, that might be enough time to be able to close this out. But remember, they're at 16 life. Oh. Okay, yeah, then we lose. Our opponent had a really sweet control deck. Really, really sweet control deck. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. You know what this is making me want to do, though? You know, like you draft control, it works, it works, it works. And then when you draft control and it doesn't work, you're like, oh, let's beat down. All right, great hand here. Double Brindboard Cutthroat. We're on the draw, which is the only bad thing. But double Cutthroat with Refute and Hero's Downfall is a it's almost like a constructed-ish start. Gnarlit Colony, okay. I think we'll take the 2. Let's play the Cutthroat. There's no... Oh, they could have -2/-2. Wait, is this a bite? Oh, bite down is instant. I thought it was sorcery for some reason. Okay. Good beats. We'll keep up Refute / Hero's Downfall here. Okay, we'll play another one of these and hope this one sticks. Looks like another bite down. Oh my gosh. This one's a little riskier. I could have the Disfigure, but alright. Sure. Sure. Ooh. I'm gonna wait. I think I have a really good shot of getting them here. If they play a card here, I can counter it and then go double Burglar Rat. They have to play a card here. What's wrong with you, bro? Alright. I think I got all the lands out of their hands. That's right. Wow, the fact that they discarded a Soul Caller is terrifying. And a land? So they have a 6-mana card in their hand. This is what is this? Okay, Leyline Axe. +1/+1, double strike, and trample. Wow. Nothing? Come on! Like, I have the 1 shields down moment, and the thing is, I had to play something that turn. You know what I mean? I absolutely had to play something that turn. Oh, that's gross. Alright, let's stun that. I guess we need to refute. They fetch something, so we gotta refute it. It's probably just a kill spell. Macabre Waltz? Is that what they search for? Five, 6, 7. I'm at 15. They're gonna play a Gnarlid Colony. Sure. I want to land. 7, 14 damage. I guess that's not lethal. Seven, 14 damage. Okay. I mean, this just makes them tap out, so... So let's... counter that. Okay, and then discard... This can't block, right? Yeah. Discard this, and then we win. See? Can't block. Big, big deal. Okay, Leyline X. I don't know how I feel about that. Although I don't like it seems really good, I guess, if it's in your opener. Well, I don't know about really good, but I mean, historically, in older core sets, equipment were pretty good just because there weren't too many things to do with your mana. But obviously Magic has changed since then. 3 and 2. Okay, and on the play here, 3 swamps. What did I take over to Dismal Backwater? I don't remember. But I still think I got to keep this. We have a turn 3 Plunderer, which does some blocking, and then we have the Hero's Downfall here to kill something. And hopefully that buys us enough time to cast Uncharted Voyage into the Tolarian Terror. Okay, drew the island right away, which is good. Red-white! Okay, haven't seen... Oh, no, we have played against that once. Ooh, this is... Sunblessed Healer is amazing. Let's play the Death Toucher here and just trade. If our opponent will allow us to trade. Okay. During your turn, this creature has first strike. Okay. We will pass here and see what they do. Felidar Savior. Oh my gosh. Not much I can do about that. That, my friends, is a good start. Alright, so I'm going to trade here and bounce this and surveil, I think. This way, if I find a land, I can go Cutthroat into Downfall, which is pretty good. That's really interesting. Do I just want mono Downfalls? Probably. I don't think you can go too wrong with mono Downfalls. Let's try to draw some lands. Get the Tolarian Terror to be a little cheaper. Okay, that's a good target for the Downfall. Now we can play the Terror if we need. We drew the island here, which is quite nice. I think I will wait on the Terror. Keep up Refute. I will take the 2 damage here. Being able to get Brineborn Cutthroat going seems pretty nice too. Obviously they gain life, but we're a control deck. We care a little bit less about that. They play another big creature. We can obviously just... Alright, we can just do the Cutthroat then. Into Downfall. Island is great. Let's attack. And then we have Refute up. Obviously, we don't get to take full advantage of this loot, but whatever. We got to pump the Cutthroat and counter the removal spell for the Terror. So... Can't be too upset about that. And now Banishing Light on the Cutthroat. So, yeah, I mean, we have the Terror. Hopefully it's the last threat standing, but we have a lot of damage to fight through. But we have a 5/5 and they have nothing. Now they have a Paladin. This is a 3-drop? I'm going to play the land because I have Spectral Savior. I do want to keep 1 in my hand because of the Looter. You double Inspiring Paladin. Now I might need to keep... Wait, why didn't they attack? Oh, they can double block, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, this is bad. Now we found a bunch of lands. This is not the time to hit the land pocket. Alright, well, it's kind of a stalemate here. That is not bad. It's a decent blocker, but still kind of a stalemate. Dragon. It is no longer a stalemate. They have Dragon Trainer. Ooh. All right, any spell will do. Any spell will do. Any spell will do. But right now they have the advantage with the 4/4. I want to say they're drawing slightly better than us. Dragon Trainer and Atali. If I can find a spell here though. What about land number 10? How about land number 10? Seems good. They hit High Fae Trickster. Wait, what did they hit? Okay, yeah. What happened? What is happening? Okay. Yeah, that was a good hit. Okay, we need to hit spells. Like, we need to hit spells. Okay, what about land number 11? What about land number 11? Does anybody have thoughts about land number 11? Oh, they continue to find spells here. Okay. They continue to find spells. Yeah. I mean, look, this was certainly an instance where it was just like, I have a terror, they have nothing. And then we drew 3 lands and they drew 3 spells. Which was Dragon Trainer into Atali. What can you do? What can you do? Why didn't they attack with the flyer? Why didn't they? I'm at 9 life. What even is this attack? Okay, well, this has menace. I guess I'll block. Maybe they just have some cool way to kill me. Like give this double strike. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you attack with all the other stuff? Oh! They're playing on Aetherize? I need to draw like 5 spells in a row here. What about land number 12? That's amazing! Welcome to Magic the Gathering. Today I will introduce you to the floodplains of America. Alright. Hey, you know what? Not all of them can be complete hits. This one is a little bit more disappointing. We'll say that this time around, I firmly believe that this color combination wasn't open, whereas I feel like it was the first time around. So, you know, 3-3 finish. This deck was certainly fine, and I will definitely look to draft something else, given that, you know, we drafted this twice already, but it still looked okay. Noting that the Brian Board Cutthroats were just okay. They were nothing all that special. You need to have a lot of cheap spells to really get this card going. So I don't think this card is that fantastic. This card I think is pretty solid. Just, they made the body really big. So it's a pretty good wall. And then if you ever just start drawing any number of cards after this, it's very good. Obviously, the 1 or 2 times we played this, it wasn't that impressive. I think Tolarian Terror is pretty solid, but you obviously need to draft the right deck around this card. And I think this deck probably had a few too many creatures to make this card actually be good. Outside of that, the wall was actually pretty impressive. 06 is huge. Surveilling Everturn, I think, is really important in this format, where you saw a lot of times you just get down to top deck mode, and the fact that this can basically negate your opponent's biggest creature while also just continuing to help sculpt your draws, help you hit threshold and all that stuff, makes this quite nice as well. Trickster is obviously very, very nice. I missed that one play where I could have draw stepped Burglar Rat. So just know that you can draw step Burglar Rat with High Fae Trickster. Of course, the turn I recognized doing this, they drew an instant speed spell. And then the Kraken was also actually okay, just as a top-end card. Certainly something I don't take super highly, but it is not the most embarrassing, expensive thing to play. And then, you know, we had some decent interaction, noting that the double blue and the double black is kind of rough here. So when you draft blue-black, like I said, put a pretty high priority on cards like Dismal Backwater, more so than even some of the other color combinations, just because there are some pretty hefty color requirements. But 3-3, not the most exciting finish, but I'm posting all of my videos and we're going to go through this process. I'm going to be 10 drafts in after day 2 or 3 and just going to continue trying to explore this great format of Foundations. Actually, TBD on whether or not it's great, but still excited to share all of these experiences with you in the future days to come. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for top-of-the-line sealed product and singles. I got some of those switched. Anyways, make sure you check out tcgplayer.com for all your singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up those prices at the most, cards at the most competitive prices, check out the affiliate link in the description below. I need to go for a walk. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.